Well, good morning, Crossroads. It's great to see everybody this morning. What a crowd we've got here this morning. You got here early, you got the prime seats over here out of the sun. And so we hope you guys over here on my left enjoy these seats. Listen, I'm really excited about what God's going to be doing here this morning. Obviously, we have, for those of you who are regulars, we have a lot of special guests. But before we talk about that for just a moment, I want to remind us that we are in the middle of our sermon series called Best Year Ever. And over the last week or so, we've been talking about what does it look like to walk forward in God's favor and have our best year ever. And so I'm preaching this morning from Acts chapter 21. I'm excited about that. And I want to remind you to be here again next week. We're going to have a special video presentation from Pastor Dave. And I don't want you to miss that. It'll be a little bit different, but I think you're going to be blessed by it. So we want to make sure that you are here next week and hear from our lead pastor who's going to address you via video. I wanted to ask a question before we get into some more introductions. When was the last time you made a new friend? Now think about that for a moment. And I know the older we get, the harder it is to kind of get out of our comfort zones, and the harder it is to expand our networks and to meet new people, because we kind of isolate ourselves more and more from community. But I want to remind you that community is what brings some of like the richest blessings of life. And so this week and next week and the following week, we are launching our community semester, and we want each and every one of you to find some friends, to find a group. And if you do not know what kind of group to get into, whether it's a Bible study or whether it's a class or a community group, we have all kinds of different groups here at Crossroads, nearly 80 of them for you to choose from. On your way out, there's a little card table in the lobby. We've got some catalogs back there where you can kind of browse through it, and you can register for any one of those groups that fits you and what your needs are. And we hope that you'll find community, and we hope that community will propel you toward Jesus Christ and toward the gospel. But I made a new friend this week. I went to the Joy Club. I was hanging out with the 55 and older crowd, and they let me sneak in, and I kind of crashed the party a little bit. And I hung out with the Joy Club. There were 81 people from Crossroads that participated in this event. And I made a new friend, and her name was Bertha. And I'm not joking, sweet Bertha was 101 years old. And check this out, I'm preaching to this crowd, and I'm talking about how long I've been walking with Jesus. And I told them, I've been walking with Jesus for 35 years. It'll be 35 years this August. And I went around the room and I said, how long have you been walking with Jesus? We had one man that said he had been following Christ for 72 years. And I just about erupted in applause. And then I realized there's a set of ladies sitting like right down here that were trying to get my attention. And they spoke for their friend Bertha. They said, Bertha is 101 years old, and she has been following Jesus for 92 years. I just think that's such an amazing thing. And so I want to remind you, I know we just had our Joy Club for this last month, but I want to remind you that coming in March, we're having our next one. We'd love for every one of you 55 and older crowd to be a part of it. We're actually having a guest speaker at the next one. She was in the Twin Towers on 9/11 when they were struck by those planes, and she's going to come, she's going to share her story. I think it's going to be a really powerful one that you don't want to miss. So mark your calendars for March. Kind of keep that in the back of your head. We'll be talking about it more in the weeks to come. But I want to obviously acknowledge the fact that we've got a full house this morning. This is super exciting for me as a pastor, and I'm really excited because we have some very special guests. As you can see up front, we have the Image Choir from Mansfield Christian School. They have all sacrificed their mornings to come here and to minister to you and to bless you. Under the direction of Dan Fleming, Dan tells me that he started the Image Choir in 1979. And I told Dan, I said, you realize I was a year old when you started this choir? And so anyways, man, this has got a long, rich tradition, and he has led these students well. And listen, the youth pastor in me, because I was a youth pastor for 20 plus years, the youth pastor in me just really gets excited, because these are the moments that really give teenagers opportunities to not just perform, but to bless the Lord and to bless you. It gives them a chance, the leaders of the next generation of the church, it gives them a chance to lead now. And I promise you this moment in our church and in this congregation, for some of them will be a part of their discipleship process. They will look back in 20 years, in 30 years, and they will say, I'm serving the Lord where I'm serving Him now, because a church gave me an opportunity. They gave me a chance to serve and to use my talents and my skills that the Lord gave me. And I can tell you, I am only here right now because a church invested in me. Because they championed me in my, yes, somebody's excited about that. They championed me in my youth. And so, man, I know you guys are going to be blessed. These kids have a lot more talent than I had when I was their age. Maybe even more talent than I have now, certainly singing. But man, we're super excited about them. They're going to sing 3 or 4 songs for you, and I know it's just going to be a really great blessing to you. Now, there are still people that are kind of coming in, and so it's going to get really tight in here, and I want to encourage you to just kind of scoot in where you can, make some extra space for those guests that are coming in a little bit late. And for those of you who are guests here for the first time, maybe you're a parent or a grandparent or an aunt, uncle of one of these teenagers, during the service, take a few minutes. Grab the info card in the seat in front of you. Just fill it out. We're not going to follow up with you and spam you and you know, just come show up at your doorstep or anything like that. But we would love to have a record of your visit. Fill out that info card, and on your way out, there's a couple of beams right there where the double doors are. There's some offering boxes. Just drop it in the offering box. We'd love to have a record of your visit. All right, so that's all the announcements that I have this morning. Really looking forward to you guys all performing. It's going to be great. I know you're going to bless this congregation. Crossroads, let's go ahead and stand, and we're going to begin in worship this morning.
Let's take your hymn books, turn to number 3, Holy, 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 and then put your finger in page 9. So we're going to start with Holy, Holy, Holy. And I heard Pastor Dave talk about this hymn one day. I just want to remind you. He said in the Greek, when they say holy, holy, holy 3 times, what they're really saying is holy. He's holier. He's holiest. So let's remember that as we sing that this morning. Holy, holy, holy. Together. Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty, early in the morning, a song shall rise. sing the last verse.
Holy, 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 Lord God Almighty. All thy works shall praise thy name in earth and sky and sea. Holy, holy, merciful and mighty, God in three persons, blessed Trinity.
Page 9.
I'm so blessed, hallelujah, I'm blessed, I'm so blessed, hallelujah, I'm blessed. Trouble knocking at my door today, I'm not gonna let it in. And worry wanna steal my joy away, but I ain't gonna let it win. 'Cause on my best day, I'm a child of God, on my worst day, I'm a child of God, oh every day is a good day. And you're the reason why I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed. Got this heartbeat in my chest. No, it doesn't matter about the rest. If I got you, Lord, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, hallelujah, I'm blessed, I'm so blessed. And when I count the problems that I see,
morning, everyone. My name is Cooper, and this is Image, as you may know. We're all happy to be here, and we're glad that you allowed us to sing for you. And we're just here to praise and worship with you guys. And our next song is Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as I've been yours. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior, has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace. The earth shall soon dissolve like snow. The sun forbear to shine. But God, who called me here below, will be forever mine. Will be forever mine. You are forever mine. Just ask the waves if they are still at the mention of His name. They'll say, my God is still the same. Ask the wolves if they still fall at the mighty sound of praise. They'll say, my God is still the same. When daybreak is promised, when did His kindness fail? Never has, never will. My God is still the same. When did He lose His power? When did His mercy change? Never has. same. My God is still the same. I'm so confused. I know I heard you loud and clear, so I followed through. Somehow I ended up here. I don't wanna think, I may never understand that my broken heart is a part of your plan. When I try to pray, all I get is hurt and these four words. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. I know you're good. But this don't feel good right now, and I know you think of things I could never think about. It's hard to count it all joy, distracted by the noise, just trying to make sense of all your promises. Sometimes I gotta stop, remember that you're God, and I am not. So thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Like a child on my knees, all that comes to me is thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will. I know you see me. I know you hear me, Lord. Your plans are for me. Goodness you have in store. I know you see me. I know you hear me, Lord. Your plans are for me. Goodness you have in store. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. Like a child on my knees, all that comes to me is thy will be done. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. I know you see me. I know you hear me, Lord. Thank you so much for having us here today. We are so glad that we could come and worship with you guys today. And now we would do our last song called Go Tell It. Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Whose love is mighty and so much stronger? The King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with only thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. What a great tune. That song is always relevant, right? Like, it's always a good fit. As I was thinking about the words to that song, Go Tell It. Man, for 2,000 years, people have been going and they have been telling about this man named Jesus. And the reason that the church doesn't stop is because people just like us continue to tell about the resurrection power of Jesus, continue to tell the world that there is hope that can be found. And so we should never stop telling. That is the purpose of the church, to take the gospel into the nations and introduce them to the name of Jesus and the message of Jesus. Welcome to church, everybody. Isn't it good to be here? You know, I think about this term church. You ever stop to think about what church really is? Because it may not be exactly what you think. I think all of us have these visions, these pictures of what the church is. And I think if we go back all the way to its early usage of the term, the term church comes from a Greek word called ekklesia. And the word ekklesia actually means a called out assembly. And I think of when we think about the church in 2023, we think about a building, we think about a place, and we think about this spiritual, religious, just place in a city, in a community. But